Oh, welcome to the Permakids Podcast, episode 7. We're trying to do a little new stuff with the visual podcast. Hopefully you'll like it. If you don't like our faces, then I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It's my parents' fault. I'm James.
I'm E.
Tron.
Woodrow.
And today we're talking about
Everything.
mid-February week news and games, toys, comics. Not comics. We're not talking about comics. Fuck comics.
We're talking. Damn.
We talk about everything.
Hold up, pimp.
I'm kidding. I like comics. I'll edit that out.
Like how we just looked over there to make sure it was cool. don't forget every 10 minutes.
Yeah. Actually, it's been 10 minutes.
Has it?
Anyway. Real quick, I'm just going to go through a couple of deals that are going on this week. So hopefully you listen to this podcast when we actually post it and you can get in on some of these deals. GOG.com, great old games for PC. A lot of games are 80% off on this Valentine's Day deal. If you pay $12 for their latest Humble Bundle, you get 12 Star Wars games, including Knights of the Old Republic, Force Unleashed, and Battlefront 2. South Park Stick of Truth is only $20 on Amazon. Lego Batman is only $7.50, and Bastion is $6. There's a couple of other things, but I'm not going to get into that right now. So what do you guys want to talk about this week?
Yo, a while back we were talking about doing like reviews on cereal. That sounds like an awesome idea today for some reason. I want corn pops. What do y'all think about corn pops?
I don't like corn pops.
I
I don't like corn pops or Smacks. Those are like my two cereals I don't like.
I fucks with Smacks.
What's wrong with Smash?
I don't know, man. Maybe it's
corn pops either. What's wrong with either one?
I don't know,
of
man.
those?
I like Raisin
Smacks.
Bran Crunch.
Raisin?
Out of respect
You
for
sound like a health cereal eater.
Sound like a let's
Hey,
face it,
man,
I sound like a white
out
guy.
of respect for Golden Crisp. Fuck Smacks. Out of respect for Golden Crisp. Shout out to Sugar Bear because he originated that.
I've got
so
I've
fuck
got
that
the
fucking
chocolate
frog.
toast crunch
agree with you
and
on
the
that
peanut butter toast crunch in there if you want to try it.
I can't fucks with the chocolate one. I might try the peanut butter one because that picture did look kind of sexy on your Tumblr.
Oh yeah, I posted that shit.
But you know what? I'm gonna have to roll with you. I don't fuck with Raisin Bran. Don't get me wrong, but I do fuck with Total. So when it comes to like healthy cereals,
Fuck Total. Hey, don't talk shit about Total.
You old geriatric fiber eating ass motherfucker. Look, man, if it ain't some Fruity Pebbles, if it ain't some Reese's Puffs,
Some Captain
it
Crunch
ain't-
with berries.
Fruity Pebbles
All in.
is my favorite, and sometimes I go into Captain
look,
Crunch mode.
I'm in love with the
Frosted
cocoa.
Flakes is my favorite.
I'm in love with the cocoa.
is it sad that I think Chex is like a guilty pleasure? Like no person
Get
should
out
like
of my house.
nobody should like Chex, but I like
A
Chex.
guilty
for some
Chex
pleasure?
reason.
are actually good. I like Chex.
It's just like sugarless,
Not Chex,
kind of
they're-
small shredded wheat,
But
but,
they don't
for
beat
some
Frosted
reason I don't hate it.
Having a Chex cereal kind of reminds me if they made like a combo cereal. That would be disgusting.
And then you just like, that's a guilty pleasure. Like, it's kind of nasty.
Shout out to Cheyenne for bringing to my attention Puppy Child. Was that Michelle?
That was Michelle.
Michelle, yes.
That spawned
Speaking of
everything
Cheyenne.
because
A lot of
I was
things.
just like,
Sweat off my face.
what the
shining
fuck?
up the storm.
Greasy face.
Guys was about to throw a Pokeball at me and say he caught its first shiny.
Look, Apple Jacks.
Apple Jacks are
love Apple
good.
Jacks.
Yeah. Why
I
are you
don't care
That's
about
one of my
fucks with
favorites. That's
Apple
one of my
Jacks.
top
I'm
5 Apple
I'm
Jacks.
okay
We're
with
sitting
Apple
here
Jacks.
all just agreeing on what cereals are good.
When it comes to Apple Jacks, I can do without those. I don't.
You don't
Yeah,
hate them,
okay.
but you don't like them.
Yeah, I
That's
just like,
kind of how I
they're
feel
whatever.
about them.
It's never going to be a cereal. I'm going to go into Walmart one day saying, I want some Apple Jacks, and then go buy them.
Yeah.
I did.
I
just
do,
bought
yeah.
some
Sometimes,
recently.
yeah. Sometimes I'm like, I need Apple Jacks, but I never eat the whole box. Like those little small boxes are the ones that I get it out of my system, and then I don't need Apple Jacks anymore.
The only cereal that I actually go into the store meaning to buy would probably be either Corn Pops, Honeycombs, or Golden
Oh
Grams.
my God, honeycombs are the freaking best.
Now,
I don't like those.
I love
Honeycombs are
would be
cool
my
for like 2 minutes.
man. Damn that!
then that-
Honeycombs would be my
Dude,
number
if
one
you
favorite
don't eat
cereal.
those honeycombs within the first minute and a half, it's miserable.
That's with
because,
that's with a lot of cereals. Are you
like
talking
it's
about-
really
Yeah, I
bad
mean,
with that. Like
I
I
in
would
the
not-
milk
I-
or once you open the bag.
no. I'm talking about once you pour it in the milk
Okay.
and if it's sat long enough, those bites start getting sugarless and sugarless. You just sit there like,
Cool.
cool.
See,
This
man.
is just like eating non-sugared cereal.
see,
But the milk is cool.
I eat cereal fast anyway
pictures of
because I grew up
cereal
eating
behind
Rice
us right
Krispies, and you know you had to
You
had to
got-
eat those fast,
You
otherwise
got
they'd be soggy.
2.5 seconds to eat Rice Krispies.
No,
Has anybody
that's
had
because I dressed them in sugar.
the French toast crunch And right now,
A
the GIF is
long-
behind me. The one I showed you guys, that's playing behind me right now.
A long time ago.
Everybody is wanting French Toast Crunch right now, and I'm sorry, everybody.
Y'all brought those back like some retro Jordans or some shit. Like, is that, were people really calling for that? I'm not saying it's bad, but you know,
The only
was
Toast
kinda
Crunch I've
awkward.
had is the Cinnamon Toast Crunch. That's it.
That's like the main one.
That's the only one I've ever had. I've never had any other kind.
It's like, who's Luigi
I've
and
never-
Yoshi?
I'm not really
who
big
Mario
on,
is.
I'm
this
not
whole
really
time.
big on Cinnamon Toast Crunch. They don't take. They like super sweet for no reason.
it's called
like,
Cinnamon
like,
Toast Crunch.
It's like when you put them in the sugar. I mean, when you put them in the milk, all you're eating is sugar. You might as well just take a fucking bag of
The milk
sugar,
turns
pour it
into
in the
sugar
milk,
milk.
and eat that.
That's the point of that cereal.
No, I hate that. That's horrible.
Like-
As a kid who never really liked milk, growing up, I didn't care for milk. So, like, cereals like that turned the milk into just, like, sugar juice was awesome.
Man, shout out to Honey Nut Cheerios for getting Nelly and Usher to do their commercials.
Hey, it must
for
be
him.
the honey. Jesus.
Bruh.
Money.
No, man. I was just like, this is what we've come to. We doing Honey Nut Cheerio commercial where we dapping up the fucking bee.
I still feel like Nelly and Usher are a little bit too big to be doing cereal commercials, personally. But
Usher, yes. Nelly, he probably needed that commercial.
you think so?
I mean, can you name the last song he did?
Damn, what Eagle?
Eagle. Wow.
we went even farther back.
You watch Bad Boys 2 too many times.
But if you think about it, both of those guys were never really not sellouts. And Usher brought Justin Bieber to our world, so...
That's
Are you
can go
putting
either way.
that like for a good thing he did?
No, these are bad things. Like, he needs to get back in good with America. So if he's got to do a Honey Nut Cheerio commercial from time to time, then so be it.
Nelly had an album that was best selling ever, and now he's doing Honey Nut
1998.
Cheerios.
Look, shout out to Country Grammar for selling 10 million albums back in the day. That's a lot of fucking albums.
That's, man,
But
I know
What
that
has
was
he
a
done
while
for
ago,
us lately?
but
What has he done for us lately?
Honey Nut
Honey
Cheerio.
Nut Cheerio commercial. That's why I feel
That's
like
what he's done.
I feel like
Man.
Done.
I still feel like
Hey,
he
man,
was a
the
little
last big
bigger
song
than
he
that.
had was that song with
Hey
Tim
man,
McGraw.
Nelly's got a new CD out. Nelly Furtado? Yeah.
I miss Nelly Furtado.
She was pretty cool.
All right, moving on from cereal. That was fun, but I guess we really do need to start talking about the stuff that we would normally talk about, which would be video games, movies, and
Well, here's okay.
cartoons and stuff.
Bullshit.
What's everybody been playing over the past weekend or week or anything? Anything new other than Destiny?
I've been playing.
Oh.
Strange enough, I've been playing Tales of Xillia. If you haven't gotten onto the Tales games, if you like JRPGs and animes, which kind of goes hand in hand, I don't see anybody liking animes and not liking a JRPG. But anyways, you haven't gotten into the Tales games, Tales of Fantasia and Tales of Symphonia, Tales of Xillia. It's a whole series of them. You probably should invest in one of them. They don't all go together. They're all different stories, different tales, kind of like the Legends of Zelda. They're unrelated, but they're all made by the same company. They all have the same play style, and they are probably the best interactive anime that you can get in video game fashion. It's
Are those games long as shit too?
yeah. They are at the very least, the shortest one I played was about 40 hours of gameplay.
I did play a new game. You just reminded me of it. I downloaded Pokemon Uranium for the PC, and right now it's only on PC, and it's only in beta stages right now. And you can get it for free. You just got to find the download link, and your computer's going to say, like, this is not a file you should put on your computer. You just got to click, I don't care. And then you get into the game, and it's reminiscent of the old Game Boy Pokemon games, but they've added like a kind of a more of a dark storyline, which is kind of cool. I only played like a little bit of it, and I think I'm gonna start doing like let's plays of indie games or fan made games and stuff like that. So look forward to that, Permakids.
If you actually think back in Pokemon Red, the very first generation of Pokemon, it was pretty dark about halfway through when you got to the Pokemon Tower and you were dealing with
Dead
Pokemon.
Cubone's mom, Marowak,
And it would be kind of nice to kind of get back to a part of Pokemon where you know, you actually feel bad. You feel like the bad guys are really bad guys instead of just like a group of assholes who think they know better. They have like Team Rocket type bad guys who kill Pokemon if they're not useful. So
I didn't get to any parts where it shows the bad guys, but the very beginning of the game shows that your mom, like, it shows like a flashback of her dying in a power plant explosion. So it's like, jeez, this is Pokemon.
Hey man, don't forget Pokemon Tekken's coming out.
Pokken?
Pocket 10.
Pokken 10.
what
10, Pokken.
the hell?
Yeah, it's like the fighting style Pokemon, like Blaziken versus like Lucario, and it's a fighting game. So it's all like the humanoid fighting style Pokemon fighting game that's mixed with Tekken.
I'm scared.
Slash
Shouldn't be, man.
Intrigue.
Just gotta let it go.
No, just scared. I don't want to. They're just. I feel like there are worlds that shouldn't collide.
And Pokemon and Tekken is one of those worlds.
Yeah.
I mean,
DC and Mortal Kombat, I was on the fence about. Then the game came out, and I'm still kind of on the fence about it because that game wasn't that good because they took out most of the fatalities and the blood and stuff. But
Thanks,
it was
DC.
still doable. And then Street Fighter versus fucking everything that comes out. I've gotten used to that.
Street Fighter versus
Yeah.
see,
Capcom.
think about it though, man.
But
You already got
Tatsunoko.
Yoshimitsu in the game. You got King in the game. You got you got the fucking bear. What's his name? Like Yuma or some shit like that. What is the bear's name? If I remember.
Yeah, I know what you're talking
You got
about.
all them
Yuma.
shits in there. Yeah, like why not?
I get. Damn it.
There's characters that look like they're Pokemon trainers already in Tekken.
You got
Shit.
the kangaroo with the boxing gloves.
God damn it.
Yeah.
Not to mention
Rue. I'm just gonna call him that. His name's Rue.
His name is Lucario. He's back.
His name's Rucario.
Whoa! That's an
Quit
Asian
this.
joke.
Shout out to Rue from Streets of Rage 3, by the way.
I forgot about that. I miss Streets of Rage.
Shout out to Roo from Winnie the Pooh.
Is it just like every time there's a kangaroo around, somebody's name is gonna instantly be Rue?
Yeah, people
Yeah,
aren't
Roo.
very imaginative. Got a kangaroo character, Roo. Kangaroo Jack, Roo.
Rue.
We're going with Roo.
Rue Jack. Alright, what I played Far Cry 4 a ton. And
How's that working out for you?
you know what, man? It gives me a warm feeling when I get to throw bait out near a bunch of enemies and a fucking random ass Bengal or a tiger or whatever that just comes out of nowhere and attacks and kills all of them.
Yeah.
You get a little warm fuzzy feeling inside.
I haven't gotten that far in the game yet. I haven't been able to do that yet.
It's pretty fun. It just when you go to an outpost and you just see like a group of people, you just like, cool, I got this. Whew. And then you just hear a growl, and then all of a sudden they're just like, what the fuck is that?
It's
They
almost
just
like you're
come
throwing a
out and just
Pokeball
dead.
out.
Why not?
Because you don't see a tiger anywhere. But suddenly
No,
you
it
throw a
just
piece of
appears.
ham out and it's just like summons a tiger.
It got to the point Saturday
geez.
where I was throwing shit around just to see if I could find out where it spawned at, and I never could. It was
They
just
don't
like,
know that it's you yet? Like
Yeah.
they're still getting attacked?
because they're going to, like they'll go to the bait first. So you have to throw it near them for them to go kill them or whatever.
Have y'all done any of the multiplayer yet? I know y'all two are the only ones that have it, I think.
No. Tyler got it too, and he's
A couple
probably
of
as
your
far as
other
I
friends
am.
have it too, don't they?
Yeah, Quincy got it, but I don't think he's played it yet because he's been playing.
You don't want to play
Other
with me,
shit.
dude. Trust me.
Like,
I'm going to tell you that right
look,
now.
man, I played Destiny with you. What's gonna be the difference?
Well, this has like a level of stealth.
For one, Far Cry is actually fun from what I hear.
Plus, I will run, like, I will go pick up the bait and just put it in my pocket.
I mean, you
get
can't,
chased by tigers. I'll find a way.
but you can't pick the bait up.
You'll
but
be like, okay, let's sneak in, and I'll fly in on those little helicopter things, like Leroy Jenkins.
True.
So,
Hey man, that game's fun. I had a fun time. I did just buy Life is Strange, but I haven't played it yet. And I feel like I got something else and I haven't played it yet.
what is Life is Strange?
We downloaded The Witcher 2 last couple of weeks ago for free.
Yeah, and I haven't played it yet. And I need to download Sniper Elite because that just came free.
Oh yeah, that's the half of the month.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
What was the first part of
Brothers.
this one?
Brothers.
Oh, right. Okay.
And I did download that and played for like
Now we get
15,
Sniper
20
Elite.
minutes.
So we can watch American Sniper and get in the mood, and then play Sniper Elite.
I'm not touching that.
I'm not doing
on
that.
I want no parts.
of that. None.
I like America, all right? I want no parts.
We're good. Sniper kids are good.
I like my freedom.
Yeah. No, Life is Strange is it's not a Telltale game. They didn't make it, but it's kind of the same way. But about some shit cool.
Story driven.
Yeah, where she ends up figuring out that she's able to like rewind time and shit. So she's
I like time
stopping
travel.
things, and then things are happening as a result of her stopping things. Like I said, I haven't played it yet, so I'm gonna get into that probably this weekend.
God damn it, time travel.
What's your problem
I
with
don't
time
wanna-
travel?
These three already know. I have issues with time travel. I'm not saying that the time travel movies that I've watched are bad. I'm not saying that the time travel games that I've played are bad. It's just it fucks with my head to a point to where it almost makes me violent.
Not everything is like Terminator. It's exactly like Terminator.
It's all exactly like Terminator, Looper. Goddamn, I can't.
Paradoxes, loopholes, all that stuff. Kaiser doesn't deal with time travel, and he was raised on Doctor Who. So how does that make sense?
It doesn't.
It upsets me. That and the whole Gremlins thing and Feed After Midnight, but we're not gonna get into that on this episode.
Maybe we should.
I'm just saying.
Let's ask our viewers. Okay, we talk about this all the time on going in the Gremlins route here. Okay, so they say that you can't feed gremlins after midnight. What does that mean? Like, technically, every time is after some midnight. So they didn't put a stipulation on it. So let's start a discussion on our Facebook page, and somebody help us figure this out, because we have this conversation too many times.
All I'm saying is a window. Don't feed them between the hours of midnight and 8 a.m. or some shit like that.
I think it's midnight to sunrise, but technically different parts of the world is... fuck it.
It's always
go on
after
our
midnight.
Facebook page and help us
If
out.
somebody tells you not to eat, you can't swim after 30 minutes or after you ate, right?
Then I wait 30 minutes and then I jump in the pool. Like,
Wait, are you saying it takes 30 minutes after midnight and you can start feeding your
No,
gremlins again?
I'm not saying that at all.
Okay.
I'm saying what he keeps failing to realize is
Mogwais.
this is a common sense thing with me. If they say don't feed them after midnight, I'm instantly thinking I probably should wait till the morning to feed them. But you can't accept that answer for some strange reason.
because there's no window.
Yeah, you wake up at 4
I
in the
don't
morning.
I don't need a window.
It's morning
It's
time.
common sense.
Like,
Tell him my wife take his ass to sleep. When he get up in the morning, he can eat.
I mean, what the,
We don't eat. We're not supposed to eat after what? 10 o'clock at night. Every time it's after 10 o'clock at night, right? So when do we eat?
there's a window
You
in
take your
there.
ass to sleep.
What?
You get up
There's
in the
a
morning.
window. What's the window?
The window is usually you got to eat
When they-
breakfast before you got to go to work
Okay,
or
now
something like that.
listen
Which
to
you
what.
have to work
Wait,
at
What
stop.
window was
Listen,
it?
wait, stop. Listen to what you just said. You got to eat breakfast. When do you eat breakfast?
around 8 o'clock. Look,
Okay, so
look, going off
after
of-
midnight, from 12 to 8 o'clock, you don't feed them till 8 o'clock in the morning. That's when you eat breakfast.
And they don't say that in the movie.
They
That's
don't
my
have
point.
to. He just said
It's
common
not common.
sense.
It's not common sense to me.
Damn, look at that. Hey,
That is not common sense to me.
you don't want Mogwais anyway, because you can't wash them to clean them. They're going to stink up your house. They're going to be mostly evil, and they're going to turn into gremlins.
We all know gremlins are racist.
Yeah.
I see
Are
what you did.
gremlins racist, or are gremlins a
the person who
representation of black people?
See, that's what Dear White People said. That's what Tessa said, Dear White People.
Yeah.
And she made it make sense, but I want a completely different race when they said that. I was just like, that's kind of fucked up. Y'all are...
You're saying Japanese? Or
No,
whatever?
No.
Hispanic. It's kind of fucked up.
Yeah,
I see what you did, Spielberg.
like
I know what you did, Phoebe Cates. You killed your dad coming down that chimney.
But we could just lump it in and be just like, I see what you said about minorities.
The gremlins are loud, talking slang, are addicted to fried chicken, and freak out when you get their hair wet.
I see what you did.
Yep.
It's cool though. I still liked it. You know, it was funny. I still
Gremlins is still an icon.
It's
masterpiece.
Gremlins are it's classic, man. It is an undeniable masterpiece.
Yes, it is.
1 and 2. Shout out to Zach Gallagher.
Common sense. We'll leave it at that.
it's not common sense. You can't introduce common sense into a movie. It's a gremlin movie.
Look, man, it's common sense.
It's common sense.
Like
Plain and simple.
technically, I don't eat breakfast until like noon because I work at
It
night.
doesn't matter what you technically do. It's what you just said. The assumption is
Now
that
let's let the Facebook
after
people
midnight,
decide and move on.
after midnight, you don't feed them, and you normally don't eat breakfast till 8 o'clock in the
Already
morning.
gone 30 minutes.
No, you said
Oh,
that
10
minutes later.
So we good.
Right.
We'll let Facebook decide. You guys go on there and help us figure this out. Anyway, let's move on. Talk about other video games.
Do a pause moment right here. Check that camera.
Oh, I'm tripping. I did play Evolve too, and I'm pretty disappointed in Valve for what they did.
You're disappointed in Evolve? That game's been getting really good reviews.
See, you gotta watch the publication. The publications like IGN and all them. They're not gonna go in full detail like the really fucked up shit. They're just gonna chill.
You think they're getting paid off?
Oh yeah.
Oh no.
Think about it. Like they had a thing with Microsoft not too long ago. Like I watch those and I'm just like, okay, but go look at actual reviewers on YouTube. That's who you really need to go watch. Go watch reviewers like Angry Joe and Modern War Negro, who they will tell you the truth. And Valve took out over $100 and something worth of content to sell to me the same day the game comes out.
Valve.
I was like, really,
Say
man?
it ain't so, Mean Joe.
So this is a game that doesn't have enough content as it is. It's multiplayer only. There's really no campaign, and
$60.
You take out all of that shit to sell me later, and then you come out with a season pass that's like, I think it's like what $20-$30, and that season pass means shit. You still have to buy other shit on top of that to fit it to get everything. So it's just like they're just really it's a big ass cash grab, man.
Like you and your friends all have to buy this game if you want to really have fun.
Yeah, like I don't want to buy this myself and then nobody else gets it, and I'm just like, well, so I'll play with these random people that I don't really know. Like that's cool sometimes, but you just want to play with friends. I wouldn't have bought Destiny if y'all hadn't got that shit. It's just been awkward playing.
Nor would I.
Speaking of Destiny, I didn't say this earlier. It's $30 on Amazon. The Last of Us Remastered is $21.65, and Shadow of Mordor is $30.77 on Amazon.com this week. So make sure to check that out.
Yeah, well, there's a big Microsoft sale coming out this week too. That's gonna have a bunch of stuff. I think it starts tomorrow. So check that out.
And by tomorrow, it means Wednesday.
Yeah, Wednesday.
Oh yeah, we don't know what tomorrow is.
So yeah, make
so
sure
yesterday
you check that out.
or a week ago.
This the week of this that this is getting put out. It will be a big sale. Go to Microsoft, or you can go to Major Nelson. He has it up on his page too.
Where would we be right now? Where would we be right now if we all bought Mario on Nintendo and it only came with 2 stages? It came with World 1 and World 2. And you actually had to go back to Toys R Us or Funko Land or wherever the fuck you bought
to buy another cartridge.
To buy another cartridge so you could play
the
World
true
2.
And the true answer to that
3
is
and 4.
We'd all be super freaking broke.
We might have to change this
I
podcast
don't
from
know.
gaming to something else because we all sound like we don't want to be gamers anymore.
Shit, I'm not saying that.
I'll never say that.
These are certain games that are doing this. There's plenty of games out there that I'm having fun playing and enjoying.
Bungie,
Activision.
Valve now, fuck.
This is where indie developers are the best, man. Like, they're not doing all the extra shit. Like, it's just stupid. But there's plenty of games out there that I'm having fun playing. It's just that disappointed me with Evolve because I actually did want to get into that. But
At what point did add-ons not become add-ons? Like you're actually paying for a part of the game that's already on the disc, instead of like they put a full story in the game, and then you go and buy add-on, and that stuff happens after you finish the original story.
It was, I want to say it was somewhere around like, because I always felt like when Fallout did it, they genuinely didn't already have it planned. Maybe they did, maybe they didn't. But with Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas, well, mainly Fallout 3. Maybe it was between Fallout 3 and New Vegas, because I want to say that Fallout 3, all the DLC were like afterthoughts, because they came out like years later and it was like, hey, here's another thing we did, and you can download it, and it was really cheap to get them. And then Fallout New Vegas, there were parts in the game that you could see were gonna be opened later.
Yeah.
And it was like, this is like right at the beginning of the game, there was like, you can't go this way, and like later on they added a DLC where now you can go that way. And so it was like somewhere in between Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas.
blame.
I don't think it was
Bethesda.
Fallout, but I mean,
I should blame Bethesda for what Bungie did to us.
Probably not. I'm still gonna go with Activision on that front, but
No, they made the shit. They made it terrible today. Like as far as like map packs and shit. And I mean, Bungie just did that with Halo too. They did the same thing. Like, and I wasn't really mad at like map packs, even though it was kind of fucked up for you to like when you really think about it, like a map really wasn't anything but like a fucking picture that I just walked in front of.
yeah.
And it was just like, y'all could have gave me that for free. Y'all have to make me pay for it. It's kind of screwed up. But
It's like no new guns, no new armor.
yeah,
But in the Destiny case, there was plenty of areas that you go down there and be like, hey, what's this area for? And you never go near it during the story. But now, for example, the Rasputin, when we went there, I went down there and fought the knight down there several times. It was like a level 21 knight.
was ungodlike.
Yeah.
It was no sense.
And then the DLC comes out. That knight's not there, and now there's a door that opens there. So, like,
Cool.
yeah, things have changed. I don't think I'd be a gamer if I had to buy World 3 and 4 for Mario.
If that happened back then,
it's getting that way.
Then we wouldn't be here today. Period. Like there would be no gaming. That would have been done. That'd have ended.
Fuck that. I'll just keep watching Michael Douglas movies. What? Why did I say Michael Douglas?
Where'd that come from?
I don't know, but that's the world we'd be in if gaming had fucked us like that. I'd be a huge Michael Douglas fan, and fuck that alternate dimension. Fuck Michael Douglas.
You don't want to hang out?
Hank Pym.
Damn.
First
I
episode.
ain't trying to get that cunnilingus
I ain't trying
virus.
to be I ain't trying to have. Wasn't he in Fatal Attractions?
Something, I don't know. Who cares?
Wasn't he in Basic Instinct?
I don't even know, man. Fuck Michael Douglas.
Now I'm making a case for like
You
maybe
are.
being Michael Douglas wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
Let's stop playing video
Yeah.
games and start watching all the Michael Douglas movies. Didn't he make that new Liberace biopic?
Damn, he did.
Yeah, let's watch it.
It's cool, man. I don't want people to be just like, oh, y'all like gaming's dying. It's far
It's
from
happening.
No, it's far from dying. It's
But
far from that.
it's already happening in Mario Kart and Smash Brothers, games that we thought were going to be immune to it. Well, I thought Nintendo was going to be a little bit more immune to it for another 3 to 5 years, but no. Now we're buying Mercedes Benzes and Link and our Mario Kart games.
See, we got to come at this angle though, right? Gamers are getting smarter and are refusing to put up with less. So it's gonna take time to like.
We're not really a good, strong knit community though. Like
As far as this DLC part, not yet. No.
The reason we're not a strong knit community is because the community's gotten bigger. We don't have gamer. What is a gamer now? Like, is that anybody who plays games? Because that's pretty much everybody who's got a cell phone.
I play
or
Facebook games. I SWAT people. And,
Hold
and I'm a huge
Right on, man.
Gamergate. I'm part
Right
of
on,
the
man.
Gamergate stuff.
Like,
I don't believe women should be playing video games.
Oh, man.
I'm kidding. I'm making jokes.
Didn't go there.
No, he's making jokes because of that terrible ass episode of SVU.
Yeah, SVU episode. Oh,
That
man.
part when they put that girl in that room and started hitting her, and then
What
what's
they
her
do
name
to
came
you?
in there.
They leveled up.
I said, really?
No!
That shit was terrible. That was a horrible episode.
You've just been sexually assaulted by two
yeah,
men.
they didn't. And you said they leveled
They
up.
leveled up? No, you need to tell the police officer exactly what happened.
You got raped or you
Yeah.
got beat. That's what it was. They didn't level
By a
up.
couple of nerds, too. I walked in there and been like...
That episode made any guy that plays a game look like ass. And that did infuriate
Now my
me.
grandma thinks I'm a piece of shit. Thanks, SVU.
Come on, Ice-T, you probably be better than this.
James is always playing games. I hope he doesn't talk to young ladies like that.
Like, oh, James
do,
is
Grandma.
out, too busy out leveling up right
I put
now.
masks on and I send videos to the police. Like, you can't stop us. Anyway. That's stupid.
so that's a thing.
Yeah, what's it do to me?
It's,
Leveling up.
Level up.
that makes me feel some kind of way.
It should. If you watch an episode, you would be just like, I'm not like this. I don't go in around and hit women and do things and just be like, high five, we leveled up. Like,
All gamers
no
are
one says that.
like rapist, attacker, terrorists.
No one says that. That is the first time I've ever
You
heard
did
that term.
first person, like, it showed the guy walking with his gun out.
Yeah, that was
And
bad.
I was like, it's just like a video game. And Ice-T walked out and it did his
he was
too.
like, stupid noobs.
And then the other cop was like, you were camping? And he was like, yeah, it's shitty, but it's effective.
They're like, what's camping? It's like, when you just, what's camping? When you hide
Explain
behind
everything.
things,
It's
you
so
you
true.
just kill people. It's a cheap move, but it works.
Y'all are saying a lot of things right now.
Look, I love SVU. That is one of my favorite shows, but that episode doesn't need to exist.
Rich
That-
Hargitay. Whoop, whoop.
that's a
Shout
very
out to Benson.
that's a very good show. But that episode that y'all just told me about, I haven't watched it yet. And I
Anytime
want to
any of
retire
those
from
cop
gaming.
dramas have anything to do with technology, they go completely overboard because they know the old people that are watching it think that these things really exist. We watched an episode of Castle where there was this gamer girl she had a cloak of invisibility in real life in that show.
Can't be serious.
I
that-
wanna
surely you
retire
can't.
from
That was like a
gaming.
month ago. I remember that
There was a
episode.
rerun already.
I am not worthy of the gamer life anymore. Apparently,
As you go home and get ready to go play something, be like, all right, man. I'm
You're not doing it right. You need to get with me and terrorize the police and women.
Wow.
you know, strange enough, last night I didn't actually go home and play video games like I usually would all night. I sat up and watched a whole bunch of cartoons that I missed this weekend because my family came down. And Star versus the Forces of Evil is my new favorite thing.
Uncle KC, let's watch Star versus Forces of Evil. Yeah, we watched Star versus the Forces of Evil. I think it's really good. It's not my new favorite thing because, I mean, there's a lot open. It's a lot more childish than I feel Steven Universe or Adventure Time is. But then again, when people first started watching those, they seemed completely childish.
Yeah.
And as episodes came out, it started to show the lore, the history.
So you watched both episodes, right?
No, I didn't watch the second one.
Damn, exactly. I was gonna ask him, but we didn't watch
The
it yet.
urban character.
Wait, no. It's the two-party. So you saw that?
No, they only showed that. They only showed
You see the unicorn head
the very
thing?
first episode.
Like the
no.
very first thing she
Damn.
pops up, and she's
Okay.
like, "Hey, girl!"
Yeah.
It's like,
I saw the commercial for that, and I was like,
party,
oh, okay,
y'all.
unicorn head is black. Okay, cool, whatever.
But no, I thought that, and then as the episode
as
goes, you just
she
like
turns into,
she's
like-
just like a little like party like hillbilly
she's
type of girl. But
she's
then
the
it's like
annoying friend who's like, "Get away from her! She doesn't want to talk to you right now." The friend you want to,
The mother hen.
yeah,
Okay.
but not really because she's also the party girl. She's
it's weird.
It's
It
very
keeps
strange.
changing throughout the episode where you just like, is she? No, is she? What?
So she's pretty much a chameleon.
See, they had like a special
red
viewing of the
flags
premiere
across the
episode.
board.
Was it yesterday or Sunday or something like that? And it was just that 15-minute that first episode where she's like, "I'm a magical princess from another dimension. Rainbow catches on fire."
That part made me laugh like out loud, like really loud.
Bye, friend. Yeah, Star versus the Forces of Evil. I have high hopes for this. When they actually, if they decide to actually start getting serious about this show and they actually start throwing lore in there, where we can find out what the fuck this magical
Kingdom and all the monsters where they come from.
Yeah.
If there's like a dark history behind certain things, or maybe where her family is taken over, like maybe they're not the rightful people to sit on the throne. That'd be cool.
Yeah, so if they do actually get into it, I think that could be great. New episode of Gravity Falls was awesome, but it was Spider-Man, so it's just like a whole bunch of relationship stuff happening there. Relationship sparks popping up here and there.
Oh,
So regular
like
show,
Spider-Man really showed
it's
up.
like regular show meets Amazing Spider-Man 2 in Gravity Falls.
And then the usual superstitious shit, ghosts. So you had to catch a ghost and stuff like that. So yeah, check that out. It was a funny episode. I enjoyed it, but it was one of those episodes that goes along with this whole story with the triangle and the eye and the Illuminati and stuff like that. So shout out to Disney.
The last episode of Gravity Falls I watched was the one with that fucking pig. That what's her name found, and he ended up becoming smart. And
Oh yeah,
that shit was funny.
Sentient pig.
Yeah, that shit was funny as hell. That was the last one. I haven't watched it in a while, but that was the last one I watched. That was funny.
they kind of hint. If any of you watch Gravity Falls, then you know who Bill is. He's the actual demon who looks like who is a triangle with an eye in the middle of it.
Why does he remind me of Excalibur for some strange reason?
I hadn't even thought about that.
Like he just walks around just going fool just over and over.
Fools.
I miss Excalibur. That's Alyssa's favorite person in the world.
It's a good character.
Yeah, Alyssa. Fool.
From Soul Eater.
Oh man, shout out to that face. Oh man. I watched a couple of other stuff last night. Gumball, nothing new. Safety's still hilarious, but it's not a new episode.
This man changed all of his profile picture, his Facebook header picture, all to this one episode of Gumball.
I watched an episode of Steven Universe. Nothing's really standing out in my head that happened. Oh, wait, that was the one with Amethyst. So yeah, that's something y'all need to watch on your own.
Did you watch Adventure Time with the mountain and the lemon grab and stuff?
Did not watch that yet.
It's freaky. Every lemon grab episode's freaky.
Unacceptable!
Before we go, I do want to touch one thing about The Walking Dead and its ungrateful ass fans that exist.
Yeah, okay, first of all, when an episode's about to come on, don't try to live tweet it. Don't try to go on Facebook and talk about, like, what's happening beforehand. Like, you're not cool just because you're watching it before everybody else. Don't spoil it for people that are sitting at home.
There's a lot of people that got cable that's doing the same thing you are. It's not a cool thing.
Yeah, and that's not the thing that he's even talking about.
No.
What he's actually talking about is the writers are there for a reason. They've got those jobs because they're good at writing TV shows. We just had 2 episodes back to back where 2 major characters died, and let them have one episode where the characters that were close to those now deceased characters get to
express their feelings, grieve a little bit, reflect a little bit.
It would have been a boring episode, but it's needed for character development.
Yes.
Now, he hadn't said what it was, so I'm gonna let y'all get this little 3-second courtesy before I continue to go on with this.
I'm not saying anything else.
Me either. Go ahead.
All right, cool. But Beth just died the past episode before this. I mean, 2 episodes before this. Tyrese just died this last episode. And when somebody didn't die, the one that just happened this past one, people got mad and said it was a boring episode. Because apparently people don't like character development. Apparently people don't realize that at the end of the day, The Walking Dead is a drama. Like, it's not just going to be a fucking Michael Bay movie where a bunch of shit's going crazy and people are getting shot and Will Smith's not going to appear going in the fucking car. It's like Bad Boys, all right? It's a drama at the end of the day, and people will just, this is boring, it's boring. Like, 2 people, their fucking family member just died. Like, what do you think's gonna happen? Oh, well, my brother just got fucking bit by a zombie. I'm just gonna be cool with it the next day. Like, no, they gotta take time to fucking reflect and heal.
And deal.
And
what just happened.
People keep saying that Better Call Saul, like, isn't good or they're not interested in it right now. Like,
you know why?
Well, no, like, nobody had interest in Breaking Bad when it first came on. Like, I watched that, like, when it first came on, and I was trying to tell people about it, and nobody seemed to really care. And, like, it's Vince Gilligan. The cinematography's still the same. The acting's still the same. The story's going to be just as good. It's not going to be, Walter White and Jesse Pinkman.
See, that's why people don't like it, because I don't know why the hell you're going into it expecting to see fucking Breaking Bad. It's not Breaking Bad.
My thing is about The Walking Dead. I think a lot of these people who want to see constant killing all the time are people who have not watched this show from the very beginning. Because if you're a dedicated viewer of this show and you've watched it from the very beginning, you wouldn't be this way. You know what's going to happen. You know that there's going to be a little lull in the action because of all of this.
True.
So my take on it is a lot of these people who are bitching and complaining and whining and crying about, oh, that was a bore, is because they haven't been people who watched the show from the beginning.
Look, man, just all they need to do is just calm the fuck down, just watch the show, learn about some shit about these people, and just chill out, man.
Exactly.
Not everyone's gonna die every episode.
Exactly.
You're ready to wrap this up?
Yeah, so that's been episode 7 of the Permakids Podcast. Keep listening, keep sharing and liking. Go to facebook.com/permakids, youtube.com/permakids. Go to Instagram and check out unofficial Permakids. And check out permakids.net and just keep up to date with everything that we do. We're going to start doing videos again. We always say that. We should just...
I know.
No, we are. We're going to have a video out this week.
Look, go like, watch, share, comment, participate in everything that we do. Everything that we've got up. Say whatever you want to say. We don't care. We like the good, we like the bad, the ugly, the beautiful, whatever.
Start some discussions up. We want to talk to you. And if you don't have a YouTube account, start one up and subscribe to us because that's going to help us out a lot. We would really appreciate that.
True. So
cheers.
With that being said,
we're out.
I'm about to go touch myself.
See you next week.
Okay.
Editing that out. That's being edited out.
No, also